Welcome to this episode of Spacecraft Guide, the channel that describes how the most historic spacecraft work. In this episode of Spacecraft Guide, we are going to continue our work on the lunar lander, but we're going to start going back here. You know, we showed you this valve and what we're going to do with the cabin repressure selector switch. Now we're going to move next to this one, the interlock override push button. When you click on that, it takes you to the interlocked override push button page. Now this, you can see, is used if the descent oxygen shutoff valve cannot be closed and the ascent oxygen shutoff valve must be open. So when you press it, it overrides the mechanical interlock of the descent oxygen shutoff valve. Now, I had to do a little bit of digging into this one, into the schematics, because it's not really labeled well. Well, it's not labeled. When you go down here to schematics, we come down to the mechanical interlock for the descent and ascent oxygen mechanical interlock. Now, what this was designed for is if you want to leave the moon and all your oxygen is down here, the oxygen you need is here to go up. And this is a mechanical backup, which is NASA was very good at doing. They backed up the mechanical linkage right here. And the problem is that mechanical interlock is not labeled on this diagram, but that is what you're going to change, allowing to cut off this O2 oxygen and allow the ascent oxygen to be accessed to get back to the command module, leaving the surface of the moon and leaving the bottom portion of the lunar module. Well, that's all for this week. If you would like a version of this model that can take you to the command module, the lunar module, and the surface of the moon, please join our Patreon page and you will find the links for this interactive virtual reality exhibit in the comments down below.